Some vehicles earn admiration through power, others through precision. But every so often, a machine arrives that blends confidence, craftsmanship, and quiet dominance in a way that changes what we expect from an entire category. It is not just transportation, it is a rolling statement of status and intent, designed to turn every commute into an experience. Imagine the balance between brute capability and tailored refinement, between purpose-built toughness and an interior so detailed it feels like a luxury suite. This story is about how performance and prestige finally found a shared language in one vehicle. Stay tuned, and if you enjoy deep dives into machines that shape the road ahead, remember to like, subscribe, and tell us which model you want explored next. The 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate represents a turning point for the modern American truck, a fusion of workhorse heritage and executive-level comfort that redefines what premium can mean when wrapped in steel and chrome. To understand why this truck matters, we have to begin with where the Sierra story started and how it evolved into this pinnacle of design and engineering. The Sierra nameplate has always stood for dependability and professional-grade strength. For decades it was the truck you bought to haul, tow, and handle punishing workloads without complaint. Yet as consumer tastes shifted, something fascinating happened. Buyers who once separated their rugged trucks from their luxury cars began asking for both identities in one vehicle. They wanted capability without compromise, comfort without pretense, and prestige without losing practicality. The Denali trim answered that call in the late 1990s, carving out a niche that turned into a movement. Fast forward to today, and the 2024 Denali Ultimate takes that legacy to its logical extreme. It is the most refined and technologically advanced Sierra ever built. The exterior alone tells a story of restrained power. The front fascia glows with a signature Vader chrome grille that seems to hover between boldness and subtlety. Its sculpted lines communicate authority without aggression. Every panel feels carefully considered, each accent designed to catch light rather than shout for attention. In a market crowded with oversized personalities, this truck projects quiet confidence. Open the door, and the first thing you notice is the atmosphere. The cabin of the 2024 Sierra Denali Ultimate is wrapped in full-grain alpine umber leather, stitched with meticulous precision that reflects the hands of craftsmen rather than a production line. Real Paul Dow wood trim lines the console and door panels, its open-pore finish giving it texture and authenticity. Even the speaker grills for the 12-speaker Bose premium sound system are etched in stainless steel, a subtle nod to the kind of detail once reserved for luxury sedans. From the driver's seat, the world feels distant but controlled. The dashboard flows horizontally, anchored by a massive 13.4-inch infotainment touchscreen paired with a 12.3-inch digital driver display. Both systems integrate seamlessly with Google built-in, allowing natural voice commands, navigation through Google Maps, and access to apps without distraction. Every element has been tuned for convenience and immersion. GMC's Super Cruise system is arguably the most significant technology in this truck. It allows true hands-free driving on more than 400,000 miles of compatible roads in North America. For long hauls or commutes, it transforms fatigue into calm control. What makes it more impressive is that it even works while towing, something most competitors still struggle to replicate. Beneath the refined surface, the 6.2-liter V8 engine delivers 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque, paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission that shifts with buttery smoothness. It is the kind of powertrain that feels abundant rather than aggressive. Acceleration is steady and confident, towing capacity immense but effortless. The truck rides on adaptive dampers that read the road and adjust in milliseconds, flattening bumps without numbing the feedback that drivers of full-size trucks expect. GMC's engineers clearly intended this vehicle to be a bridge between utility and serenity. Inside, the seating experience reinforces that goal. Both front seats are heated, ventilated, and massaging, with multiple pressure point adjustments for long drives. Rear passengers enjoy equal comfort, benefiting from generous legroom and premium materials that match the front cabin. Subtle ambient lighting and a panoramic sunroof add to the sense of openness, while triple-sealed doors keep the cabin whisper quiet even on rough highways. Everything about the 2024 Sierra Denali Ultimate communicates the idea of control through refinement. But luxury alone does not explain its significance. What makes this model truly compelling is how it manages to preserve the DNA of a truck while elevating it to something aspirational. The Sierra Denali Ultimate is still ready to work. Its multi-pro tailgate with 6 configurations turns loading into a demonstration of clever design. The Carbon Pro composite bed is stronger and lighter than steel, resisting dents and corrosion. It can still haul payloads over a ton, tow more than most owners will ever need, and conquer rough terrain with available 4-wheel drive and hill descent control. Yet, the moment you step inside, you might forget you're in a truck at all. This balance between function and finesse is what gives the Sierra Denali Ultimate its narrative weight. It is not trying to be an SUV disguised as a pickup. Instead, it invites buyers to reconsider what a pickup can feel like. The logic is simple: the modern professional no longer separates work and lifestyle. A truck like this must carry the same grace from construction sites to corporate parking lots, from mountain trails to gala driveways. GMC understood this cultural shift, and the Denali Ultimate is its response. Every inch of its design acknowledges the dual lives its drivers lead. It is both practical tool and personal sanctuary. The cabin becomes a workspace, a lounge, and a command center. The exterior remains bold enough to convey purpose, yet refined enough to symbolize success. That synthesis is not accidental, it is strategic. GMC knows that luxury buyers have begun to crave authenticity, and what could be more authentic than a luxury vehicle that still hauls, tows, and ventures off-road with credibility? As we continue exploring, the next segment dives deeper into how the 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate came to represent more than just a luxury truck. It became a reflection of American ambition itself, where comfort and capability merged to form a new definition of premium living. The 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate builds upon decades of engineering lessons. Every curve, stitch, and line reveals how GMC reached this level of refinement without abandoning the truck's original mission. To truly understand the philosophy behind this vehicle, we need to explore how GMC translated its professional-grade DNA into a world-class luxury experience. When you look beneath the surface, the Sierra Denali Ultimate is not a random collection of upscale features. It is a meticulously orchestrated response to how drivers interact with power, comfort, and technology in their daily lives. In development, engineers focused on sensory balance. The goal was not to overwhelm the driver with features but to create a seamless blend of mechanical confidence and emotional ease. Consider the acoustic treatment alone. Engineers used layered insulation, thicker glass, and even tuned the frame to reduce vibration harmonics. The result is an uncanny quietness that isolates the cabin from the chaos of the outside world while still allowing the subtle hum of the V8 to remind you of its potential energy. This harmony is part of what makes the 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate unique in the landscape of full-size trucks. It is still a machine built for work, but it delivers the sensory sophistication of a premium sedan. Even the throttle mapping and steering weight adjust automatically based on drive mode, shifting from relaxed cruising to responsive control with fluid precision. GMC's magnetic ride control system plays a crucial role in this transformation. Using sensors that read the road 1,000 times per second, it changes damping force almost instantly. The effect is a ride that feels both grounded and composed, capable of smoothing cracked pavement while keeping the chassis stable under load. This technology bridges two worlds, the rough demands of hauling and the delicate expectations of luxury. Inside, the technology ecosystem mirrors that dual personality. The infotainment system is fast, intuitive, and visually stunning, but its genius lies in subtlety. The 13.4-inch touchscreen feels as responsive as a modern tablet, while physical knobs for volume and climate keep tactile familiarity intact. Voice control with Google Assistant enables hands-free operation for everything from navigation to climate adjustments. The Super Cruise system is where the Sierra Denali Ultimate steps into the future. It uses precise GPS mapping, LiDAR data, and a network of cameras and sensors to manage steering, acceleration, and braking automatically. You can literally let the system handle highway driving, all while the driver attention camera ensures you remain alert. This creates a rare mix of convenience and responsibility. The truck helps you, but it still respects your authority behind the wheel. When towing, Super Cruise adds an extra layer of confidence by adjusting for trailer length and weight. GMC knew that many luxury truck buyers are towing boats, campers, or horse trailers, and the system was refined to perform in those conditions. Even with several tons behind it, the Denali Ultimate maintains composure, lane centering and adaptive cruise remain consistent and predictable. Beyond technology, materials science plays a major role. The Carbon Pro bed uses carbon fiber composite to resist scratches and impacts while reducing weight. This innovation not only extends durability but also improves efficiency by trimming unnecessary mass. Pair that with a lightweight aluminum hood and strategic use of high-strength steel in the frame, and the Sierra Denali Ultimate achieves structural rigidity that enhances both safety and handling. The Multi-Pro tailgate exemplifies GMC's problem-solving mindset. It folds, steps, and supports in 6 different configurations. What sounds like a gimmick quickly becomes indispensable in practice. Whether you are loading equipment, stepping up to access the bed, or creating a temporary workbench, it adapts without complaint. This tailgate has become one of the most copied innovations in the truck segment, a testament to how function-driven creativity can elevate user experience. The interior remains a masterclass in subtle luxury. The Denali Ultimate's exclusive alpine umber leather is tanned to retain natural grain, giving it warmth and depth. The Paldao wood trim, sourced sustainably, provides a tone shift from the chrome-heavy interiors of older luxury vehicles. Every button, switch, and handle feels solid, with resistance calibrated for satisfaction. Even the stitching pattern across the seats and door panels reflects topographic lines of Mount Denali, reinforcing the truck's connection to nature and craftsmanship. The 12-speaker Bose Performance sound system is more than entertainment. It is engineered to match cabin acoustics with active noise management. Each speaker has a defined role, from precise mid-range clarity to deep, controlled bass. Combined with the truck's quiet cabin, the result is a soundstage that rivals high-end home systems. But what gives the 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate its depth is how it appeals to emotion. Luxury, in this case, is not about excess. It is about meaning, intention, and identity. Owning a Denali Ultimate is less about showing off and more about aligning personal values with mechanical expression. It says that success can look rugged, that precision can live inside strength. For many, this synthesis mirrors their own evolution. People who once chose bare metal utility trucks have matured into professionals who still value hard work but now appreciate refinement and technology. The Sierra Denali Ultimate serves that duality perfectly. From a market perspective, GMC has positioned the Denali Ultimate to capture a customer base that traditional luxury brands often overlook. These are drivers who see a pickup not as a compromise but as a canvas for individuality. They want something commanding yet cultured, practical yet premium. The 2024 model delivers that balance so convincingly that it blurs the boundaries between categories. It challenges the notion that luxury must be delicate or that trucks must be rough. Competitors may offer luxury trims or off-road packages, but few integrate them as seamlessly as GMC does here. Everything feels intentional, cohesive, and proud of its identity. Even the smallest details, such as the laser-etched Denali Ultimate badging and animated lighting sequences, communicate pride without arrogance. In this segment of the story, we see how the 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate became more than a truck. It evolved into a statement about progress itself. A symbol that strength can coexist with sophistication, that technology can enhance, not replace, authenticity. And as we move into the final segment, we will explore the cultural and emotional impact of this transformation, how the Denali Ultimate reshapes what luxury means in the American automotive landscape and why its influence will reach far beyond the pickup market. The 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate stands at the intersection of tradition and transformation, representing not only the peak of GMC's craftsmanship but also a cultural shift in how Americans view luxury and purpose. In a world where the definition of success evolves constantly, this truck captures a new kind of aspiration. It is no longer about excess, it is about harmony between form, function, and identity. The Sierra Denali Ultimate becomes a mirror for its owner, reflecting values that go beyond horsepower or chrome. It reflects confidence, achievement, and an understanding that comfort does not weaken capability. In many ways, this model represents the broader American story of reinvention. The pickup, once a symbol of manual labor and blue-collar determination, now carries executives and entrepreneurs who still connect to those roots but demand something more refined. The 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate allows them to bridge that gap without apology. They can command respect in a boardroom and command terrain on the weekend, all from the same vehicle. It unites practicality with aspiration. This dual identity is what makes the Sierra Denali Ultimate so significant. Rather than simply making a luxury truck, GMC created a vehicle that redefines what luxury means to people who still measure value in capability. The cabin's serenity coexists with raw strength under the hood. The technological sophistication complements the old-fashioned satisfaction of physical power. The message is clear: you do not have to choose between refinement and authenticity. You can have both, in equal measure. Consider how this philosophy resonates with modern consumers. Over the past decade, luxury has become more personal, less about brand signaling and more about experience. The 2024 Sierra Denali Ultimate embodies that evolution by turning the everyday act of driving into something deliberate and restorative. Whether cruising through downtown traffic or towing a boat across mountain passes, the driver remains in a cocoon of control. Every touchpoint, every sound, every shift in weight reminds them that power and peace can coexist. Yet what makes this truck culturally powerful is its honesty. It does not pretend to be something it is not. It remains unapologetically a pickup, with the stance, proportions, and grit that define the category. But it layers those traditional traits with intelligence and grace. This fusion gives it credibility among longtime truck owners while attracting a new generation of buyers who might never have considered one before. The Denali Ultimate is proof that the language of luxury no longer belongs exclusively to European sedans or high-end SUVs. It has expanded to include vehicles that can tow, haul, and climb yet still deliver the serenity of a premium lounge. And because the Sierra Denali Ultimate achieves that balance so naturally, it sets a precedent that will influence future automotive design. Manufacturers will look to this truck as a template for how to merge strength and sophistication without contradiction. Inside the industry, the 2024 model signals that the era of compartmentalized vehicles, one for work, one for leisure, one for prestige, is ending. Consumers increasingly expect a single product to do it all, and do it beautifully. The Sierra Denali Ultimate delivers that vision with precision. Beyond its design and technology, the emotional connection this truck inspires is perhaps its greatest achievement. Drivers describe feeling grounded in a way few vehicles can provide. They sense the mechanical depth beneath the polished surface. That balance of reassurance and excitement is rare. It speaks to the way GMC engineers approach not just performance but presence. Every start of the engine feels ceremonial, every journey purposeful. The sense of control the driver feels, supported by advanced safety features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assistance, and automatic braking, creates confidence rather than dependence. The technology empowers rather than isolates. The Denali Ultimate's influence will ripple far beyond the truck segment. It challenges designers, marketers, and engineers to reconsider how they define premium value. The lesson it teaches is subtle but profound. Refinement is not about fragility, it is about mastery. Luxury is not about distance from labor, it is about elevating it. That philosophy gives the 2024 Sierra Denali Ultimate its lasting significance. It transforms luxury from a symbol into a function, a way of making life smoother, simpler, and more meaningful. Imagine the long-term impact. As electric and hybrid technologies continue to shape the future, the DNA of this model will likely guide how GMC and others build their next generation of trucks. The fusion of comfort, technology, and strength showcased here will serve as the blueprint for what consumers expect in an electrified era. Even as powertrains evolve, the Denali Ultimate's message will endure: progress must respect heritage, and sophistication should always serve substance. In this sense, the 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate is not just a product, it is a philosophy on wheels. It encourages us to rethink what progress looks like, to understand that luxury can coexist with durability, and that design should celebrate purpose rather than conceal it. As we close this chapter, the truck remains more than a machine. It is an emblem of an evolving American mindset where ambition is not about showing off but about showing up with quiet strength. In the final section, we will bring these threads together, reflecting on what the Sierra Denali Ultimate teaches us about how far the pickup has come and where it might take us next. The 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate proves that evolution in the truck world is not just about more horsepower or flashier screens, it is about redefining what everyday excellence feels like. Across its sculpted body, polished interior, and intelligent systems, this vehicle stands as a declaration that power and polish can live side by side. From its commanding stance to its whisper-quiet cabin, it shows that a truck can be both a capable work partner and a personal retreat. Every piece of the Sierra Denali Ultimate tells a story of intent. It is not a coincidence that the craftsmanship feels deliberate, or that the technology feels natural. GMC designed this model to represent the ultimate version of its own ideals. Professional grade reimagined for a world that demands more refinement without sacrificing authenticity. What makes it resonate so deeply is the sense of balance. It honors tradition while embracing progress. It carries the grit of the job site and the grace of the valet line with equal composure. That dual purpose is what sets it apart from anything before it. As we look back across its journey, from the foundation of the Sierra nameplate to the high-tech sophistication of the 2024 Denali Ultimate, we see how far the American truck has come. Once a symbol of necessity, it has become a canvas for aspiration. Once built purely for labor, it now serves as a statement of identity. And in bridging that gap, the Sierra Denali Ultimate redefines what success looks like behind the wheel. For the driver, it is not just transportation, it is affirmation. It reminds us that progress does not erase roots, it refines them. The result is a vehicle that commands respect quietly, operates gracefully under pressure, and celebrates both strength and subtlety. In the end, that is the true achievement of the 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate. It transforms the pickup from a simple tool into a symbol of modern American ambition, where confidence and comfort travel together. The road ahead for trucks will surely continue to evolve, toward electrification, automation, and smarter design, but the Denali Ultimate sets the benchmark for how to blend innovation with integrity. It invites us to expect more from our machines and, perhaps, from ourselves. So as we close this story, the takeaway is clear: excellence is not about excess, it is about equilibrium. The 2024 GMC Sierra Denali Ultimate captures that perfectly, proving that when craftsmanship meets conviction, even a truck can become something timeless. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on what vehicle should take the spotlight next.